Welcome back to Kushka Garage, everyone. I got a fun one for you today. Today, we're going to be changing this 3-year-old AFE dry filter on my 2001 LB7 Duramax GMC Sierra 3500 crew cab long bed dually, known as PIG, the Alaskan Overland Rig. Now, when I picked up that Stage 2 AFE cold air intake, it came with this filter. It's a nice dry filter. And why did I choose dry over oil? I like the low micron rating of these filters. It has a lower micron rating than an oil. And you know, at the time I thought it was going to be a little dustier than it turned out to be. We ended up getting a lot more rain than I anticipated. When I originally bought this, we just came out of a super dry spell. Probably one of the few droughts in Alaska that I've experienced, and I've lived here my entire life. So I picked up a dry filter, because if you live in a dusty area, you travel on a dirt roads, you live in, a desert, then dry filter is the way to go, because the dust will just clog up your oil filters like nobody's business, and you'll have to clean them frequently. But I don't think that's too much of an issue for me where I live right now. And these things are expensive. So you might wonder why it took me 3 years to change this. It's like, well, because the replacement filter for this is upwards to $100, and shipping up to where I live in Alaska is also $100, and there ain't no way I'm paying $200 for a freaking air filter. That is just way too expensive. And it took me a long time to find one that I wanted, or at least one I wanted to test out. As you guys know, I get most of my stuff on Amazon because I get free shipping with that subscription with Amazon Prime, and that saves my bacon most of the time. So I hopped on the old Amazon, I picked up a filter, and I picked up a waterproof filter cover. Now this filter cover is going to come in super handy, and I'm pretty excited to get this. I think the filter cover was kind of expensive. It was probably around $10, $15, which I think is expensive for a piece of filter, or for a bag, essentially, a waterproof bag that allows airflow. And the filter is much smaller, as you can see, as far as the diameter goes, but it does fit. It is a 4-inch. It will fit on to your Duramax cold air intake. And this was only about $20 with free shipping. This is a washable filter. Let me just take this off here. This is a washable filter. And it's also a dry filter. It's not an oil filter. I may try an oil filter in the future. In fact, I was looking for a nice oil filter at a decent price that was the correct size. That was a difficult thing to find, is one that was the correct size that actually fit, had the length and the flange diameter that I need, 4-inch. But I found this one. This one came up, and it seems to get all right reviews. And I picked up this filter as extra added protection, because I've already air compressed this one out a few times, but before I did that, I find a lot of bugs and twigs in here. And I don't know if you can see that. There's still some twigs and shit in there that get caught up and blocked that airflow. There's one. You can see. Yep, it just clogs up. There's actually a lot of debris in there. And so I wanted to try something new by getting one of these filter bags. They have great reviews. A lot of people seem to like them. A lot of all my buddies here use them as well, because it's a pretty damp area that we live in for the most part. And we'll see. We will see how this goes. I'm a little skeptical about buying a off-brand $20 filter, but it fits, and I think with this bag on there, I should do all right. That should make up for a lot of it. I won't get any dust or crap stuck in between, or in the element itself. Any moisture that gets in there will be repelled, and it will still have some great airflow. So that's why I got it. Alright guys, got that filter bag back on there. It's a nice little water protector. I'll let you guys know what I think about this overall. I've got a big overland trip coming up here in the next few months. I'll be gone for 2 months. And, man, if the universe is willing, man, if you can toss us a few nice days, and if enough to where it gets all nice and dusty, I can give this thing a nice proper test. But in the meantime, it's going to keep all the twigs and sticks and bugs and shit out of there. I think we should do a little water test and just make sure this thing actually repels water. What do you think? Let's go do that. All right, I know I need to do the dishes, but let's just go ahead and give this thing a try here. Yep. Pull this off. Let's see. Nope, doesn't work very good. Yep, my filter is wet. Well, that filter bag turns out to be not that waterproof, come to find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this off. We're still gonna run it. It'll at least keep the debris and some of that dust out of there and preserve on this filter a little bit longer before we gotta clean it. That's the big thing, keeping bugs, sticks, and twigs and stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this. Squeaking going over here, that's another video, but the filter is actually louder than the old one. Alright, well, I'm going to go take it around the block and see if the sound changed anymore. That's interesting. You can definitely hear a lot more air whoosh. You can hear it sucking in the air a lot more. And you can feel it on the outside of the filter a little bit more too. I guess that old filter was super clogged. So, go see if I can go make the turbo whistle a little bit more. Alright guys, I just came back from taking this for a rip ski, and the turbo is definitely a lot louder. We get a lot more whistle, a lot more high-pitched whistle, and I wasn't expecting that. So I got you set up on my GoPro here. I'll put you on the hood and hopefully not lose you. We'll see. Let's take you for a little rip ski here and see what you think. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys could hear that whistle because it was pretty loud on the inside of the cab. And I'm a deaf son of a bitch. I got a tinnitus in this ear, and so I got a constant turbo whistle going on. But it has more of that whoosh sound and a lot more of that compressed whistle type, turbo sound that I didn't really hear before with the other filter. So that was unexpected. I'm not going to go and put the other one back on so I can show you. But yeah, kind of took me by surprise there for a second. Didn't expect to hear that much turbo coming out. So that was a bonus. And for 20 bucks for a filter and, 10, 15 bucks for a sock. It's an expensive sock. You can probably just get pantyhose and it'll do pretty much the same thing. Though I like the weaving on that filter, that sock filter. Seems pretty tight. It's definitely going to keep the bugs and the dirt out of the little crevices of the dry filter. Hoping that dry filter lasts me a while. We'll probably just clean it when I get back at the end of the summer. Because then the dusty season will be pretty much over by that point until wintertime when we go through a big deep freeze and everything's just so freaking frozen and dusty. But that's going to do it, guys. I hope you found this entertaining, enjoyable, informational. If anything, it was just me goofing off, experimenting with filters and trying to save a buck and hopefully not ruin my engine with a cheap filter. But it seems like it's high enough quality as far as filters go. It seems like it has a nice tight element with a decent micron rating. Plus that sock is going to help out some as well. And I got some turbo whistle out of it that I didn't have before. So if you're looking just for a cheap way to get some more turbo whistle out of your truck, drop 20 bones, get yourself one of these filters, slap it on, and bam, you're done. The other things that helps with the turbo whistle, of course, is having the cold air intake and having the turbo horn, which I have, and then a bunch of other things as well that you can check out on my channel. Look at Project LB7 Duramax spool up, and you'll see see all the goodies and everything I did to the turbo and the exhaust pipes and all the port and polishing I did. And all of that's going to tie into a quicker spool up and a more aggressive turbo sound. But 20 bucks, I'll take it. And I'll keep you guys updated. See if this turbo, or see if that filter is worth two shits. We'll see how long it lasts. And if I don't like it, I'll get me an oil filter. And if I do like it, I'm just going to keep it and keep washing it and see how long it lasts before, I need to get a new one. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you're into turbo whistles and making your exhaust and shit loud, stay tuned because I got a stainless steel 4-inch muffler delete pipe to throw on next. And also got a big ass exhaust tip. So we're going to make this exhaust loud, obnoxious, so people can hear when we're coming down the street and we'll get the hell out of our way. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys.